All right, we're going to get the evening started. First, just like to lay down the ground rules and make a few opening comments, and then we'll get into our evening. So I wanted to welcome everybody to the Rehoboth Business Association's Meet the Candidates Night. First off, I'd like to thank Crestwood for hosting us again. I'd also like the candidates for agreeing to appear in front of us, and I think this has been a productive event over the last few years, and thank you for all of you that are running to come back and spend some time with us. Excuse me. Before we get into tonight's event, I just want to talk about the RBA for a quick second. RBA is made up of business owners that live in Rehoboth or have their businesses in Rehoboth. They offer local businesses many educational, networking, and community service opportunities. And our goal is to serve the business and social needs of the Rehoboth community. We simply ask that you continue to support local business in the Rehoboth area. Now let's get into tonight's format. Tonight we have a smaller group than in the past, so we're going to do two sessions. We're going to have the unopposed candidates come up first, and then we'll have the two selectmen candidates come up after that. Excuse me. So we designed the format, hopefully it will be informative to everybody here. So the basic ground rules are, when we come up, we're going to have 3 minutes for opening statements for each candidate. Then we're going to have a question and answer period. Candidates will have 2 minutes to answer each question. We may extend that time if need be, if we feel it's necessary. And then at the end of the question and answer period, we'll allow a 2-minute closing statement by each candidate. Okay, moderating role tonight will be filled by Luke Travis and myself, Mike Castro. We'll be asking the questions, and we're going to be keeping time as well. So, I don't know what's the sound on the time? Just a bell? Does it ring?
It's going to be a hand raise.
Knock? Something? Hand raise? All right. We'll let you know if you're a little too long-winded. So the questions for this evening have been previously submitted by RBA members and also members of the town. They've been screened by the board, and we'll randomly select some questions to ask you, and the variety and quantity of the questions will vary. So our goal for tonight is that the forum takes place in a professional, respectful, and courteous setting, and to that end we'll ask the audience to please refrain from making any comments, and that each candidate respect their fellow candidates' time. Any issues that you don't have a chance to address in the Q&A period, you can address during your closing statements. So with that, I think we're ready to begin. Okay. So could we have Charles Procopio, Laura Schwall, and William Cute come up to the table.
Good evening. Good evening. Thanks for coming. So we have here, for the benefit of the camera, we have 3 candidates. Ms. Schwall, you're running for town clerk. Mr. Cute, you're running for town moderator.
Correct.
And Mr. Procopio, we're running for town assessor.
Correct.
Okay. So I think we're going to go back and forth with our questions, and we have a lot of questions here, but believe me when I say we're not going to get through them all, so we won't keep you here all night. So I'll start with you, Ms. Schwall. I'm going to ask a question. Oh, yes, opening statements. Okay, so why don't we go in order? We'll just go this way. Chuck, if you want to start with an opening statement, and then we'll just follow down.
I don't have much of an opening statement. The position became available because Pete Jacobson, after 26 years of service, is stepping down. It's a very important role in the town. It helps the town run. It's where we generate the monies from, and that's why I decided to jump in. My dedication, I don't think can be met. Once I jump into something, I go through with it, and I just hope you vote for me. Thanks.
Laura Schwall, and I've had a wonderful time being the town clerk for the past year. I had promised in the beginning that I would uphold the honor and integrity of the town clerk's position as demonstrated by my predecessors, so I hope you find that I've done so. A few of my initiatives that I had in the beginning were to run a senior outreach program, which I have. I go to the senior center the first Monday of every month and bring the town clerk's office down there and do anything that they would need help with and that they maybe couldn't make it up to town hall. I also do house visits if people are unable to come up to town hall. I'll make an appointment with them and bring our services down to them. I've had fun working with the various departments up at town hall and the CPA to set up a records management program to organize our records and get them electronically online. And I'm also working with CPA to preserve some of our historical documents back to 1633 in our vault, and we need them to be around for many more generations. I've had fun getting the debit and credit card into the town clerk's position. Office gives the people more ways to access our services, and I look forward to many more years as being the town clerk.
Mr. Q?
Thank you, gentlemen. Good evening, everybody. Bill Q, Town Moderator since 2007. And this April, I'll be seeking my 8th term as moderator in town. It's really hard to believe that this is going to be my 8th term as moderator in town. I think back to 2007, when a group of citizens approached me about running. I remember a meeting in 2003 getting booed for something I said when I came to the defense of the school budget. And I remember walking back to my seat and saying, boy, if I ran this meeting, nobody would boo in this place. It's funny, you get what you ask for sometimes. When I ran in 2007, my platform was simple. I promised the voters of Rehoboth that I'd do everything I could to restore order and civility to a town meeting. And I really think that we've done that. And I say we there. I think that I played my part, but I would say that the real heroes in the piece were the people of the town of Rehoboth. Because if they didn't meet me more than halfway, which they had, I don't think that we would have been as successful as we have been. That's my platform then, it's my platform now, and as long as I'm moderator in this town, those are the two things I'll strive for, to make sure that our town meetings are orderly, civil, and a place where any citizen, regardless of his or her opinion, can come to speak his or her mind on the views facing our town. So, thank you. It's nice to be here.
Terrific, thank you very much. You want me to start with the questions now? All right, good. Let's jump in the gun. Ms. Schwall, I'll start with you, as I was going to at the beginning. So you're working in Town Hall, the Town Hall that we've had for many, many years. Do you support the idea that the town needs a new Town Hall and police and fire stations, but primarily a Town Hall? And maybe you could tell us a little bit of why you think the town needs a new Town Hall where you work every day.
Okay, I do believe that we do. Is it working? I do believe we do need a town hall. I personally would like to see the town hall located more centrally in town. It's hard for people to find where we are. It's hard for senior people to access our building through the steps. I know there's a entrance in the back, but it's just not a safe building for people to enter or exit. The reason I'd like it more centrally located would be by the police station. I do work late, and it's a little scary leaving that building by yourself in the woods. And I just, seeing other towns and their buildings, we're just below where they are, and I believe we could deliver more services if our resources were better.
Thank you. Mr. Procopio.
Sure.
So as assessor, one of the questions we've received for assessor is, do you have any experience with managing finances? For example, meeting a weekly payroll or understanding financial statements, balance sheets, hiring and firing employees. Do you have any experience in that?
Yes, I own my own company now up in Foxborough. I have for the last 2 years. So I do know all the ins and outs about all of those things. I've also managed and ran approximately the same company 7 years prior to that. So as far as the experiences in that, yes, I do.
Okay. And maybe as a follow-up, another question. If elected, do you support the current method of assessing real estate in town? And maybe you could explain what that process is, if you know it, and whether that could be improved or changed, or maybe we're constrained by what we have.
As far as I know, I've met with the current board, I met with the girls in the office on a few occasions, and there's a lot to learn. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I know what's going on up there, because I don't at this time. But I do know where I can get those answers.
Okay.
So that's a good thing. As far as changing anything, I have nothing to change. The current board and the boards before them have been there for a very long time. I don't know if anybody knows this, but the town of Rehoboth has never been taken to court on any tax issues with a taxpayer. And that's a pretty good record to have. So looking to change anything? Absolutely not. Don't fix it if it's not broken.